Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into the world of competitive volleyball. We're going to break down what it really takes for a young player to make that huge leap from their current team to a much more advanced level. And this right here is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Maybe you're 15 years old. You've played a couple of seasons of high school ball, you know your stuff, but you look at that senior team and wow, they just seem like they're on a whole other planet. So, are you ready for that jump? Let's get into it. You know, making an advanced team is about so much more than just how well you can play right now. It's about taking a really honest look at where you stand, really understanding what the coaches are looking for, and then, committing to the journey that's going to get you there. So, how do you crack the code? Well, the trick is to try and get inside the coach's head. I know, tryouts can feel like this big, chaotic mystery, but there's actually a very specific method to the madness. So let's pull back the curtain and see what's really going on. And what's so interesting here is that a coach's evaluation often starts before you even touch a single volleyball. Seriously, they're watching you during warm-ups. Are you hustling after every single ball? Are your eyes locked on the coach when they're talking, or are you looking around? How do you react when you make a mistake? Do your shoulders slump, or are you immediately thinking about the next point? These things, these intangibles, they're often the tiebreakers between players with really similar skills. Okay, and then, of course, comes the main event, your skills. Coaches are going to put you through drills and scrimmages designed to test, well, pretty much everything. And look, they're not just taking a box that says, yep, they can pass. No, they're analyzing your footwork, the angle of your platform, your court awareness, every single detail. All those hours you've spent in the gym, this is where it all pays off. This quote just hits the nail on the head. See, a coach isn't just trying to fill a roster for the first game of the season. They're making an investment in players. They are often betting on your potential, on your willingness to learn and bust your butt, just as much as your current skill set, and sometimes even more. All right, so we know what coaches want, but how do you actually deliver? Well, it all comes back to the basics, the fundamentals. So let's head to the training ground and break down two skills that can absolutely change the game. First up, let's talk digging. This isn't just playing defense. It's the absolute heart and soul of a team's fighting spirit. It's that one split second of pure reaction and perfect technique that turns what should have been an opponent's kill into a perfect pass for your setter. A great dig can completely electrify your team and swing the momentum of an entire match. So, to become a truly great defender, you've got to master these steps. And listen, it's not just about, throwing your body on the floor and hoping for the best. It's about reading the hitter's entire approach, their steps, the turn of their shoulder, so you can anticipate where that ball is going. It's about getting your body low and stable before the hit and creating that solid platform to guide the ball up high and right to your setter. And please, never, ever forget to call the ball. All right, let's flip the script and talk offense, starting with the serve. This is the one and only moment in the entire game where you have 100% control. It's not just how a point starts, it's your first weapon, your first chance to completely dismantle the other team's attack before it even gets going. Look, a powerful serve is awesome, but a strategic serve wins championships. Coaches are looking for consistency, and that all starts with a toss you can repeat every single time. But beyond that, they want to see your brain working. Can you target that tricky seam between two passers? Can you serve short to pull their best hitter out of the play? Do you have a whole arsenal of serves? A tough floater, a heavy topspin to keep the other team guessing? Okay, you've put in the hours, you've sharpened your skills. Now, it's game time. The tryout itself. This is that high-pressure moment where all your preparation meets a huge opportunity. You've got to remember, a tryout isn't just a 2-hour event. It's a whole process. Your physical prep should be starting weeks before, but those last few days, that's all about getting your mind right. You need to visualize success, learn to manage your nerves, and walk into that gym ready to show them not just who you are as a player, but who you are as a teammate. Okay, this is so important. On one side, you have the coach's world. They're looking at things they can measure, at data. On the other side, you have your world, which is probably a storm of nerves, adrenaline, and a ton of pressure. The secret is to acknowledge all those feelings on the right, but to focus every ounce of your energy on what you can actually control on the left, your effort, your attitude, and your execution. So the final whistle blows, the drills are over, and the decisions are made. What's next? It is absolutely crucial to remember that whether you get a yes or a no, that tryout is just a snapshot in time. It is not the end of your story. If you don't make the team, yeah, it stings a lot. Let yourself feel that disappointment. But then you've got to turn that feeling into fuel. Go ask the coach for specific, constructive feedback. Not making the team isn't a final verdict that says you're not good enough. No way. It's feedback that's telling you exactly what you need to work on next, and that is how you build resilience. And honestly, this right here, this is the mindset that separates the good players from the truly great ones. The goal isn't just to make one team. The goal is to get a little bit better every single day. Great athletes hunt for feedback. They set personal goals, and they get that their journey is a marathon. Making the team is just one lap. So, whether you're that 15-year-old player staring up at the senior team, or you're anyone else who's aiming to level up, your journey is defined by how you answer this question. It's not about whether you're good enough today, it's about what you're going to do tomorrow to get better. So, what's your next step?